Hello, my name is Sarah Clark of Create Move Pilates, and today I'm here to share with you the Pretty Ballerina Halloween special Pilates workout. This workout is all going to be standing and lower body, so you don't even need a mat if you don't have one. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in a lunge position here. You're going to bring your right leg out in front of you, your left leg behind you to a comfortable distance to where that left heel just starts to lift. Then you'll bend your right knee, allowing the left heel to lift a little more, maybe widening your stance as long as you're comfortable. And then you're just going to reach up out of the crown of the head, finding length in the spine. I like to put my hands on my hips for a little bit of balance, getting to really reach that heel towards the earth as you really stabilize through that right foot. I'm going to take an inhale, lengthening that spine. Exhale, tucking the tail to push the pubic bone forward, giving a nice stretch to the front of the left leg here. Then, once you've got that, you're going to keep it. Bring your hands into like a goalpost position with bent elbows. Keep your balance. Take an inhale to feel tall. And on your exhale, you're going to rotate to the right towards that bent knee. And inhale, center. And exhale to the right, rotating. Feeling the rib cage rotate around the spine. Ballerinas have to have their balance, so this is a little bit of a balance challenge. We're going to do 5 more rotations here. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 final time. Then you're going to go ahead, step forward, and bring your left foot to meet your right. And then step back with that right foot. Reaching through that right heel, getting a nice stretch through the right calf. Bending the left knee until the knee is tracing right over the ankle, okay? So that has a lot to do with your stance and how far you bend. And bring your hands to your hips for balance. And inhale to lengthen the spine up towards the clouds. And on your exhale, you're just going to tuck that tail underneath you. Inhale to lengthen while reaching out of that right heel. And then exhale to increase that tuck of the tail, really feeling the stretch in the right front of the hip here. Then you're going to bring your hands up into that goalpost position with bent elbows, palms face forward. You're going to inhale to prepare and exhale, rotate towards the left, towards that bent knee. And inhale, center, and exhale, rotate. Try to keep your pubic bone pushed forward and that low back nice and long. You're increasing that stretch through the front of the right leg. Getting that ballerina balance. I'm going to do 3 more here. 2 more. And 1 more time. Go ahead and step forward with that right foot, lowering your arms at your sides and letting your shoulders relax. Center yourself on your mat if you have one and get prepared for a little bit more bounce. You're going to bring your hands to your hips. You're going to keep thinking about lengthening the spine, particularly the place between the shoulder blades, without thrusting those rib cage forward. You want to keep that rib cage gathered and together. You're going to keep this as you bring your right foot out in front of you, balancing onto the left foot. Point the right toe. Tap the earth in front of you. Tap the earth beside you, tap the earth behind you. Lifting the leg as high as you possibly can as you move through the taps, okay? So that might be a little lower than you're used to lifting your leg because you have to keep your balance. And I also don't want you leaning to the left, okay? So as that leg lifts up, particularly out to the side, don't lean to the left too much. Try to keep your crown of your head straight up as we tap through the positions. Lift, tap forward, tap side, tap back. Not any specific breathing here, but remember to stay breathing and to keep your shoulders relaxed. some nice ballerina taps. I was never a ballerina as a kid. I preferred hip hop and jazz and more freeing movements, but maybe if you were a ballerina when you were younger, you remember these from your warm-up. Okay, we're going to do one more on this side. And then you're going to set that foot down. Find your balance through your right foot. It's a little challenging on the tracks here. And then go ahead and send your left foot forward, making sure you're keeping that crown high. Don't look down at your feet. That's going to round your back. You want to keep your eye out. You are the queen. You're looking down at your subjects in front of you. Okay, tap forward, tap side, tap back. Side, forward, side, back. Again, keeping the spine as straight as possible, lifting the leg as high as you can, and keep your balance. This side's a little easier for me because I'm balancing on my right foot. It's probably easier for you as well. Okay. Don't look down. It's tempting to look down, especially when you're wearing a pretty tutu, but don't do it, okay? Don't look down. Keep that spine nice and tall. Let's get a couple more here. Let's have this be our last one. And forward and set that left foot down. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into a wide plie here. So you're going to bring your legs to the width of your mat. Again, if you have one, your heels will be on your mat, your toes will be off. Your legs are wider than your hips, where you feel comfortable, okay? You want to keep your knee tracking over your ankle, so don't let them fall in, don't push them out. And that has to do with how far apart you can spread your legs. All right, so I'm always giving this slight outward push to the sides of the room. Got my big toe rooted, and I'm going to go ahead and squat down. And as I squat, my arms will go up, and as I come up, my arms will go down. And up and down, still pushing my outer thigh to the side of the room to keep my knee tracking right over my heel. Okay? Don't want any knee problems. This is a lot of hip stability, but it's also a lot of knee stability, okay? Strengthening the glutes, strengthening the knee stabilizers. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Invoke that beautiful ballerina that I know we all have in ourselves, even if we were little hip hop stars when we were kids, because we all have grace available to us. It's just kind of harbored inside of us, even if maybe you don't always feel graceful. 3 more like this. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. 1 more. Inhale down, exhale up. Bring your hands to your hips, squat down, lift that right heel, and pulse, 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 pulse. Now this is not part of your ballerina training, but you know, we've got to keep that lower body strong, and we've got to show it that we love it, which means we've got to work it by pulsing, 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 pulsing. Set that right heel down, still low in your squat. You're going to lift that left heel up and pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep your spine tall, don't look down. Pulse, 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 pulse. Set that left heel down and stand. Bring the heels together, keeping the toes apart. Okay, so we have a nice V feet here. V shape with the feet. And you're going to bring your hands to your hips again. Inhale to bend the knees, watching them track over the heel. Exhale to stand. Thinking about your tailbone pointing straight towards the floor. Inhale and exhale. Back is straight like it's up against a wall. Inhale, exhale. Inhale down, exhale up. As you push up, you're feeling the tripod of the feet. The pad of the big toe, pad of the pinky toe, center of the heel. Feeling that push you up to standing. Keep your head over your rib cage. Don't let it lean forward. You're going to inhale, squat down, and then we're going to do a little pulse, 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 Pulse. Keep your tailbones pointed straight towards the floor so you've got that navel to the spine, feeling a little deep belly connection in order to keep that low back long, tailbone pointed towards the floor. Pulse, 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 and stand. Bring your feet back to parallel. Gonna inhale the hands above the head as you lift up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, feel like you're pushing the hands through thick air as you set your heels down. Inhale to lift, reaching. Exhale to set those heels down. Try to stay right in the center of the foot as you inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. As you reach up, make sure you're keeping your shoulders out of your ears. And down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Thick air. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Now to finish, because we're ballerinas, we need to take a bow. So you're going to cross your right ankle over your left ankle. You're going to inhale the hands out to the side, then reach them up as you exhale and bend forward, reaching towards the toes. Feeling your sit bones reach up behind you. Nice long legs. Take an inhale while you're down here, letting your neck relax. Exhale, lift the navel to the spine as you tuck your tail to round up. And then you're going to uncross the ankles, cross to the other side for our final encore standing ovation bow. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, bow forward, feeling the sit bones go up the wall behind you. Again, this is a little bit of a balance challenge, where we're trying to keep the back of the leg nice and long. Inhale at the base, letting the neck relax. Exhale, lift the navel to the spine as you tuck the tail to curl back up, uncrossing the ankles and acknowledging the pretty ballerina we all have inside. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a blast and I get to see you around again soon. Bye.